Although Hallgerður begs him not to do it, her foster father, Þjóstólfur, kills her second husband, Glúmur. We know that Hallgerður loves this husband dearly. Unlike the first one, she couldn't get rid of fast enough. Yet, when she's told that he is dead, she reacts by laughing. Many readers see this as evidence that Hallgerður is a selfish, cruel woman, especially since the story tells us that she loves him. But perhaps there is more to this scene that we may be missing.
Well, her laughter in the scene is actually very interesting, because if you think about what the cognitive function of laughter is, it's a reaction to joy or happiness. It's a means of sort of a biological function of expressing joy or happiness. What we see in this scene is something quite different, and so we have here a laughter which is a biological, cognitive reactions to stimuli, a neurological, muscular reaction to external and internal conditions. But what the saga author has done here is actually take what will be a somatic or a kinetic signal, and he's using it as a narrative signal. So we see that the laughter is no longer what we assume it to be, which means that she's actually expressing happiness, but instead it's used to mask or suppress emotions. So when we, just shortly before he is killed, we hear in fact that the saga describes the relationship, that she loves him. She's upset when he slaps her and then goes away. So there's a different prelude to Glúmur's killing than to Þorvaldur's killing, although we have the same sort of semantic entities, meaning you have a new marriage, you have Þjóstólfur, and you have a slap that precedes the killing itself. So the slap, or both the slap really and the laughter become again sort of a leitmotif we are led through the saga. We see earlier, for instance, in the first marriage at the wedding, that Hallgerður the text states basically she's very cheerful, she's very happy, she's laughing. There's a sense of basically that something else is going on, and we know already that she isn't very content. So the laughter at her first wedding is actually an indication that something is amiss. So we set the stage from the beginning that laughter, and we see this in fact with Skarphéðinn as well, with his grins, that these are sort of somatic signals that have been appropriated as narrative signals, meaning that it's something ominous, that there's something actually behind it. So what the assumption is here, that her laughter is in fact not only a signal to us as readers and audiences, but also implicitly within the text, but because she sends him to her uncle, who then understands her gesture basically. So even though he's not been there to see her laugh, that gesture is conveyed within the saga and actually has a meaning that both the saga characters and we as audience are able to interpret.